Welcome to yet another episode of the Pitboard Discussions. I'm your host, as ever, the most gracious is the trouble man himself, and I'm joined here to my right
by Dan.
Aliacha kutumia less troublesome because I had to give him a scolding and everything.
Why are you being troublesome, kijana?
Nah, it's super hard, man. Bro, I'm on all black and it's super hard. To my left,
Mushiri the Statman.
Yeah. Now, Mushiri the Statman. It's been 4 weeks since we had our last Formula 1 race. Where is our next race? US. Now, do you have anything to say about
the second US race?
The second US race?
The third one.
No,
we had Miami.
We had Vegas, baby.
Vegas isn't yet.
No, yet, but
What do you think we haven't done Vegas?
Brother.
Hey, you haven't done Vegas?
You're
I'm
the guys
in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
And I'm coming back to tell you Max is winning that race.
By the way, I'm actually looking forward to Vegas.
You need to get yourself checked, man. What do you mean Max is winning that race?
Vegas,
baby. Don't you dare say Ferrari. Don't you dare say Ferrari.
Moving on. Okay, so
second US race.
Second US race. At the time of this recording, we are preparing ourselves for the return of Formula 1. It's finally race week, alhamdulillah. It's finally race week. And with race week, we are getting a special kind of race week. I know the last race week we said goodbye to a special someone, and he'll particularly be missed at this specific track.
He shared that here.
It's all on tape, so
Have you healed?
it's a lie.
He made sure the evidence was destroyed.
Context for the listeners and the viewers. He's a big Honey Badger fan. He's a big Daniel Ricciardo fan. And we were here to lend the shoulder. He was here to lend the shoulder to cry on. I was here for the booze.
Keep it PG, man.
You're not the other guy. So it's okay if he does it with you.
Okay, what are we talking about?
What exactly are we talking about?
Exactly. Anyway, I wanted it to simmer somewhere. It didn't simmer. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so the USGP is coming back, and with it is the sprint. Yeah. The return of F1 sprints. Woo-hoo. No, with the return of F1 sprints, we have the return of multiple points to be had.
Hey, bro, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute since we've had these sprints. When's the last time we had a sprint?
Austria, baby.
Who won the sprint?
It was in Austria.
It was the orange guys. The papayas. I think it was Lando who won the sprint.
No.
Was it Oscar? Yeah, it was Oscar. I think it was Lando. I know it was a McLaren. The Austrian sprint.
I don't know.
The race is the one Lando and Max crashed. No.
COTA.
Max won the sprint race. And the race was George Russell won the race.
Oh. Yeah, so who was between the sprint?
In the sprint, I think it was Piastri. Because remember I was asleep and then I woke up, I was like...
Anyway, so with the return of the sprints, we have the return of
P2 was Oscar.
More accessible points. Now, these points are very crucial, especially right now, because the championship isn't really neck and neck, but it's actually up for grabs. The championship isn't really neck and neck. It is in the 2021 championship where this race matters a lot. I mean, all races do matter currently. Going into the end, or towards the end of the season, all the races do matter, but it's not as close as it was in 2021. Anyway, not throwing shade to the championship this year. We've had a really, really competitive championship from race 4 onwards. Now, COTA as a track. News. Now, this is a triple header, mind you guys. But the first race is COTA. The second race is, I think, Mexico. And the third race is Sao Paulo in Brazil. Now, COTA as a track. Last season, COTA had a lot of issues, should I call them that? Because COTA is traditionally a bumpy track. And the bumpy track actually costed some people points last season. And the two guys who were victims of the whole bumpy track incident, or the whole bumpy track thing, were Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. I don't know if you guys remember the Plank saga, whereby these guys were disqualified from the race results or the finish. And the reason
for driving an illegal car.
For driving an illegal car. Now, the reason why they were driving an illegal car is because Formula 1 cars have a plank of wood under the floor.
Now, is this really wood? It used to be wood. Now it's a composite material. But proceed, sir.
Okay, a composite material. Thank you for the correction. A composite material. Now, this composite material has to degrade no more than a certain level to make sure the car was riding at legal height. Now, because we know these cars had a little porpoising issue going on, and we had the whole downforce thing going on and everything in between. Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Last season, Lewis Hamilton and the Mercedes individuals tried to be sneaky with the leveling of their car. It was a bit too low, and they were gaining performance from the low car.
Good choice of words.
Yeah,
I love it.
they were gaining some performance, and
Including
with that,
Charles.
there was some discrepancies, and that also happened this season.
Where?
Spa, Belgium. George Russell was disqualified for.
Oh, yeah,
Underweight.
No, in underweight.
Yeah, hey, it's still Mercedes.
Hey, but they were trying to cover it up.
Exactly. They were trying and stop at a place whereby where. Anyway, my point is, COTA, we had some drama last year. This year, these guys have spent 8 figures to resurface the track. They've claimed they've gotten rid of the bumps. Do you guys believe them?
Yeah, I do. So they spent north of $10 million to properly resurface the track. And
Wait, how much?
north of $10 million.
that's a lot of money.
8 figures and above.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. But that track
That's a
is
lot of
huge.
money.
It's 3.4 miles. You know, now we are, what is a kilometer? Now we are, we are asking ourselves what. Yeah. But it's a COTA it's a huge track. Yeah. And they broke down the resurfacing in 2 phases. So they did one early this year because COTA, it has a busy schedule. Apart from just hosting Formula 1, they also host WEC, to GP, plus also some other races. So
They're your marquee track.
yeah, so to make sure that they still have business, because at the end of the day, remember, these tracks, it's business for them. To make sure that they still have races going on, they're not messing with other people's calendars, and they're making sure that they are fixing what's the issues with this track. They broke it down in 2 phases. One was done early this year before the MotoGP. MotoGP, by they were complaining even more than Formula 1 about this track. As
The
in how
bumpiness.
Yeah, the bumpiness. Yeah. So they did one earlier this year before the MotoGP. Then they did the second phase, which was the last phase, just before the WEC. 6 hours of launched, I think that's how it's called. And you could clearly see from the onboards on the WEC race, or when Aka was going around the track, that it's smoother now. The bumpiest bits were leading into turn 1 when you're going up that hill. There's a serious dip there that you feel like the car is compressing. Even on the sim, it might actually confuse you when to downshift. Because when you hit that bump, and let's say you're going to downshift, you might find that you are downshifting twice, or it's just a bit messy.
Okay.
And also drivers complained about leading into turn 1. Because when you are braking hard and you have that bump, then the car is unpredictable. As in, you're pitching your suspension, you don't know even when the car will settle for you to turn left into turn 1. The other bits were also the S's.
They copied Maggots and Beckett's, I hear.
Yeah. Also, the S's were a bit bumpy.
Give the listeners some more context onto Maggots and Beckett's. You know, see, not everybody's as vast as you, my guy. Where's Maggots
It's
and
the
Beckett's
twisty
from?
section.
They copied a part of Silverstone, the Maggots and Beckett's corner.
Yeah.
They put it in the COTA. And also there's turn 8 of Turkey.
Oh.
I can also say that those twisty bits are also similar to the Suzuka S's.
The opening S's of
Yes.
Suzuka.
Yeah.
And the turn 8 of
it's a
Turkey,
sequence of
is it a long right-hander?
Question to you listeners. How's your track knowledge? Yeah.
There's this, in COTA, a very long right-hander.
section, which sector 2, sector 1, sector...
Just before, I think sector 2, at the end of either sector 2 or beginning of sector 3.
The right-hander, which is a sequence of corners.
Yes.
Turkey also has a really
They
delicious...
copied, Turkey.
Yeah.
And also that hill is not natural, it's man-made. That hill to turn 1.
Yeah.
Wait, the hill to turn on is actually...
Yeah,
it's not a natural hill.
They piled a lot of soil there.
Lienda kumwaga mchanga hapo.
Yeah, to become a hill.
Another interesting fact about COTA. It's built on top of clay soil. So the reason why it's been bumpy, as in when it was being built, it wasn't bumpy. But because it's been built on top of clay soil, it rains, and that changes the profile of the foundation.
You know, we do know clay is actually a waterlogged kind of soil. So when it rains, probably
Yeah.
the water
Yeah.
doesn't get drained.
Yeah.
Inabaki mahali hapo.
Yeah.
So the
So
tarmac
it moves.
Yeah, and also the changes in temperature, because Texas, they also have some crazy fluctuations on temp.
explains
so-
the oil.
So that also that has also contributed to the bumpiness of the track. Then the other reason that was also talked about was there are some underground pipes across the track, and some of them were leaking. And over the years, again, they also contribute to the warping of the foundation and also to the track. So that's why they had to not just as in pave, like pour new asphalt on top, but they actually had to like start from down the foundation. And they estimate that they used close to 18,000 tons of asphalt, which is
Damn.
yeah, it's
That's crazy. Those are crazy
crazy.
numbers. Now, try and give the guys some context. 18,000 tons of asphalt. Now, since you're from Kenya, do we have any reference point? Since you're from Kenya, how many tons of asphalt will it take to build the whole expressway thing?
Yeah, I don't know. He's done some engineering.
No.
Oh yeah, you've actually done some
No,
civil.
no idea.
You don't know a Kapatel somewhere.
That's profiling. Why are you profiling Patel?
Those are not things that to keep in your head. You can keep the
Unnecessary
the costs.
information.
You see the cost of building it. That one you can keep
Okay,
in your
fine.
head.
Now the cost for building. Let's give it some context. 10
Yeah. So
10 million.
yeah. So with the resurfacing, it's just not getting rid of the bumpiness. But now we are talking about grip levels, as in changes in grip levels. And again, Texas with the fluctuations in temperature. I don't know if they've predicted the ambient and track temperatures this weekend. But I think
Let me just check it
teams will also be on a fact-finding mission. And this is a sprint
It's
weekend.
a sprint race,
They only
yeah.
have one. They only have one free practice session.
Yes. And a lot of teams are coming up with upgrades. So you don't even have that much time to fine tune.
No mucking about, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
As in, you just see the clock just hits 0-0. Everyone on the pit lane. Yeah.
So, looking at the weather, it's actually going to be decent. It's actually going to be decent. So, Friday, 29 degrees high,
Ooh,
12 degrees
29.
low.
Oh, that's ambient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, degrees. We're using degrees in Kenya. So, for the guys listening in the States
In
who
Fahrenheit.
need Fahrenheit, please just convert it.
Wait,
This is Friday.
I have a question.
Wait, let me finish. Saturday, 16 degrees low, 29 degrees high. And Sunday, 16 degrees low, 30 degrees high. I mean, those are decent temperatures. Nothing too crazy.
Not too crazy. But again, ambient and track temperatures are two different things. The
Facts.
track temperature will definitely be higher than the temperatures that you
Facts.
just mentioned.
Yeah.
Now, one of the Achilles heel of Red Bull ni slow turns and also bumpy areas.
They didn't work on slow turns this year.
Are they?
Red Bull.
Yeah.
They didn't work on slow turns.
Okay. Singapore last year, it was a disaster. This year, there's some improvements. I'm also very, 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 how can I put it? Hopeful about Red Bull's performance in COTA. And the reason why is like when I heard about the
If wishes
resurfacing.
were horses.
Wait, when I heard about the resurfacing, like it was like a good news. I don't know how you you took it because I knew those bumps.
Yeah. Also, the first thing that came to mind was, ooh, that bumpiness. That thing was killing us.
Listen, I will actually.
At least they got rid of one thing.
Yeah.
I will actually tap into your positive spirit and go on and add this and say Max Verstappen did say the worst is behind them. Because he had foreshadowed a dark period for Red Bull when he was complaining and he was saying, I can't keep doing this. And now he's gone on and rescinded that dark statement and actually put out a positive one, a silver lining in the dark cloud that Red Bull is.
He saw the resurfacing of COTA.
Yeah.
And he was like,
hey.
But there's still a huge
Ama, he's been
unknown.
spending too much time on the scene and maybe he knows he's
No,
on his leg.
there's a lot of unknown and also the upgrades. The other teams have upgrades. It's
Mercedes have said they're coming with something significant.
Wale
And they are
all
positive.
talk bana wale
Nah,
hatushtuki.
do you know the record of Hamilton winning in COTA?
5 times.
Is it 5?
Yeah,
6?
he's won in 20. I think I can mention them off head. 13 was 12, 14, 15, 16, 21, I think, and 22.
Okay, what I'm saying, like Hamilton, one of the tracks he does really well.
Yeah.
Silverstone and also COTA. And he won in Silverstone.
I mean,
he won
listen, COTA is not Silverstone.
I know it's
COTA
not.
is not Silverstone.
But
Listen, Silverstone is another conversation in itself because this year he won with arguably the third best car.
Wait, listen. This is what I'm trying to say. This is a very good track. It's one of his favorite track. Yeah. Realistically, this is the track if anaweza pata the last win with Mercedes.
Not scared one bit. Huh? They still have Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo, they can't beat McLaren in Sao Paulo.
Yeah, true.
McLaren, you
but
can't
you know,
beat,
Hamilton
is not,
is not one of those drivers you judge with historics and metrics and everything and all that. Because Hamilton, there is a Hamilton factor in between. Like, listen, again, I'll go back to Silverstone. Nobody, okay, I mean, because people know that's his favorite track and everything.
He's successful in that track.
Objectively looked at Hamilton and said, listen, this guy will likely win because of him being him. You get what I'm saying? When you guys are looking at prospects of who's going to win, we're looking at the car, we're looking at the performance, we're looking at all that and all that.
The car of course has to be there. And that's part of the unknowns.
Yeah, the unknown.
Like
the driver is an unknown.
No, we know what he's capable of. If he's given a proper weapon of a car.
Yeah, he's getting one, 2025.
Psych.
I'm ready for you, my guy. Ready for you. Hey, I can't wait for you to be here, man. I can't wait for you. Hey, special message to Lewis Hamilton, wherever you are. I hope you're watching this. I'm your biggest fan, number one fan. In fact, I have your tattoo, LH44, my back. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, Hamilton at retire after 1 year with Ferrari.
He said it's the deathbed of legends. That's
retirement home.
Hey, listen, Hamilton, we're looking forward to you guys.
There was a podcast which I was watching, and the topic of discussion was, without Mercedes, Hamilton would be a one-time world champion.
I think I brought it up. Bring it up again. Hey, don't talk to me.
And guys are dropping points.
Do you care to indulge us?
No, we are digressing too much. I don't smoke. I don't smoke.
Now listen, hey.
I don't smoke.
You have all the license to.
No, I don't smoke.
Carry the conversation. He said it, my guys. He's the one who was running the Pitboard account that day when we commented. We are reposting. When we commented, we are reposting so that more people can see. He's the one who was running the account that day.
Why are you lying?
Yeah, I'm lying.
Why the F you lie? Sorry. I attended an R&B thing and I just have R&B on my head. But yeah, the big unknowns. A Ferrari bringing a package.
Not that I'm aware of.
They were to introduce that front wing.
Yeah, listen. Now, when I say upgrade, because we've really been struggling with our floor. Mm-hmm. And it's basically from the front wing going into the floor, how they're both interacting with each other. And I think the update Ferrari guys are specifically waiting for is the floor, and the floor is the one which will actually tell us how. Oh, it's the one we're waiting for. It's the big one. I think the last big update we're waiting for will be Sao Paulo, if I'm not wrong. I'm not really sure, but I have heard. Nothing confirmed. I have heard about whatever you're saying about the front wing.
Yeah.
In COTA.
Fred said we are bringing something that flexes.
Oh, he said it. Okay, I the last time I checked, they were still rumors.
Think he said flexing.
They were still something that flexes.
No, just think about it. Anyone who's introducing like a front wing right now, what do you think they're bringing?
Yeah,
something that's flexing.
All I can
properly
say is at the time of this recording, Maranello have not called me and told me they're bringing an update. Listen, I know you're jealous because they don't call you. These guys, they haven't called me and told me they're bringing in something else.
Okay.
All I can say is the update that I as a Ferrari fan, I'll speak as a Ferrari fan. The update I'm waiting for, nisiku nitasikia flow. That's when I'll be like,
but you do know we had that story before at, is it Imola?
No, we do. And it actually remember took us back. It took us back. We regressed in performance.
So are you not like have they gotten it? Is like going to be like last time?
And that's what I'm talking about, because we had to go back to the old floor and do some tweaks on it and the whole side pods thing. We had to do all that. Now, right now, they haven't yet brought an update that is actually cycling with the whole performance thing that they've gotten throughout the year. You get me? Okay. Now, bringing in a front wing, it's just like a papering over a crack.
What?
No, listen, just hear me out. I'm saying bringing in a front wing, it's like paper, because like you said,
front wing is
what's your first instinct on why Ferrari are bringing a front wing?
They want to get the benefits that McLaren.
I know. Formula One is a marginal sport.
I can answer that. You see, what happened? The reason why for that front wing is they got. You see, in their wind tunnel, they upgraded it. Now it includes that rolling.
The floor.
Yeah, it's a rolling floor which one has a texture in a way to mimic a track. They can even like try to mimic different tracks and whatever. And from that, the first product they got from that after they renovated the wind tunnel is that front wing.
Technology. You can
And McLaren.
You can mimic a track with air, with the wind.
McLaren have been
the rolling floor.
The rolling floor.
The McLaren's wind tunnel also has the same tech.
Yeah, even the McLaren.
And the Aston Martin ones that is coming, that has actually been introduced.
Man, Christian, what the hell are you guys? I know you said 2026, but man, that's like years away.
I believe Toyota also have one because
they do.
They can't be lacking that.
Toyota have.
We are talking about state of the art.
Toyota have a state of the
Avant-garde.
art. Used for work.
Or avant-garde.
Is it Germany or where?
Yes, Germany. It's actually the one McLaren was using before they switched to theirs.
Now, listen, McLaren are using it and now Haas are going to use it.
Haas? What's
No, just continue.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was saying is...
Christian, I've been buying match. I've been buying match.
Where's the money?
Where's the match? It's still frozen. The match is still frozen somewhere. We are not.
Wait, I'm just waiting for Max.
Next episode.
That Dutch anthem.
Next episode.
Yes.
It's been a minute since I had the Dutch anthem. Hey, I'm finally at peace. Anyway, what I was saying is... finally at peace. What I'm saying is... I don't really want to tap into these rumors because you know me. I'm a sucker for these rumors. I get pulled in.
No, just do you.
Nah, I get pulled in.
Which rumors?
You don't have to explain
any update rumors. Remember when I was talking about, hey, we are bringing a new floor. We are ready. We are ready. I really don't want to go through that again. I'm teaching myself to detach.
You see,
let me finish. I'm teaching myself to detach and let go. So right now when I'm reading something and it's vague, I'm always like, listen, I'm going to try and look at it objectively. Listen,
today your choice of words.
Charles Leclerc Championship 2024 is still in the cards, mathematically.
Okay.
Still in the...
Even Bottas has no, Bottas doesn't.
Mathematically, Charles Leclerc is still the champion of the world. So right now, when you tell me they're bringing in something that is going to be significant as an upgrade, I'm trying to dismiss it as fast as possible. Now listen, don't get me wrong. Don't take my word for it that these guys are not going to perform. They're going to perform maybe. Don't take my word for it that these guys are not bringing an update. I'm not sure if they're bringing an update. I'm not guaranteed. I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I haven't seen it with my own eyes that they're bringing an update.
And if Ferrari wins, he'll come and tell us,
now listen, the only reason these guys didn't win at Singapore, because I called Singapore, the only guys these guys didn't win at Singapore is because their qualifying was horrendous.
Facts,
that's the only reason.
But they had pace.
Yeah, I know. They could have got those goddamn guys at the front. But listen, because Lando was sleeping at the wheel, my guy, this guy was sleeping at the wheel. How many times did you touch the barrier?
Twice.
3 times.
2 times.
3 times.
2 times.
3 times.
Okay, guys, listen. You see, now we have six races remaining with 3 sprint races.
The prediction time.
So we
haven't even talked about liveries, man.
I wasn't even about prediction. I was talking about the as a team. Listen, as a team now you have 6 races remaining. That's like what, a quarter. And it's also when the updates they are bringing, you'll find that most of them is gonna it could be that it's a final update they will ever bring.
Yeah.
Or zingine zinaweza kuwa na some alignment to
2025.
The rules changing?
No, the rules are changing in 2026.
Alignment for next season. Yani like hizi ni upgrades zitakuwa like for next season pia zitakuwa na introduction bit ya next season.
So like for example, like the way I see it for Red Bull, if they said they know where they took the wrong turn, so it means like whatever they are bringing now is something that should continue going henceforth.
They've actually said in public that the RB21 will be an evolution of
very hopeful.
RB20.
So these updates that are coming is something very, very, very significant. Like watch how your team performs.
Good luck.
Thank you, sir. We need it.
Good luck. I hope I passed over the Singapore cars. Anyway, good luck. Anyway, moving on. Do you guys want to give predictions for the next 3 races? Because we know we have a triple header. And the first race of the triple header, like I said, COTA, we have a sprint race. The second race is Guadalajara, Autodromo Hermanos
Rodriguez.
That's Mexico, Checo's hometown.
Yeah,
we expect
baby.
him to bring the Sicarios on track and do that thing.
Yeah, Chico.
You feel me? So that's the second
Holmes?
race. No sprint there, unfortunately. Now
Why,
the
Holmes?
third race is Brazil. We are going to Sao Paulo. Now Sao Paulo, that's a tricky place.
Obrigado.
Interlagos isn't for everybody.
Hey.
Yeah,
look, McLaren,
the track
bana,
name.
Interlagos
Isn't for
McLaren
everybody.
is
He's vouching
tricky
for
level.
McLaren. Do you want us to give us some predictions? Give us some predictions as we close in the show.
Okay. You see, it's going to be hard to. The reason why it's going to be hard to give predictions because of the updates that are coming.
Nah, don't do that.
It has introduced a lot of
give us
unknowns.
that.
The only thing is not for COTA. It's a bit tricky, even for me, even for Mexico, but for Sao Paulo, it's a kind of a familiar track. We can say that if you are doing well, let's say in where is it, Spa, you should do well in. You should do well in.
So what are you saying? Mercedes stand a chance because Mercedes had a good performance
No,
at Spa.
No, I think McLaren are getting their act together, and my money is on McLaren on Interlagos.
So
But Las Vegas, if I might touch it, hiyo ni yetu. Max.
I'm not gonna call it, but Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
See what I put at the end of the screen? Like Las Vegas. Anyway, listen. I speak in innuendos. Closing out the show. Any predictions? I'm not gonna give predictions. I've learned my lesson from the whole Singapore saga. So, do you want to give us some predictions?
Predictions. I think McLaren will have the best livery. You didn't see that coming. So they've announced they're bringing back the chrome livery.
Who?
McLaren.
Where?
The 208 thing.
Where?
COTA.
COTA.
Yeah.
Why? Like, what are they trying to nini?
See, now they feel like they're back to their winning ways.
Oh.
Yeah, so now they want to shine like a diamond.
Time ya kupiga kifua.
I thought you're talking about liveries ungetaja hata the Alpine one because the Alpine one is looking good.
Yeah, Alpine also bringing
It's Ducky Desert TV.
yes,
Desert,
Indiana
Desert.
Jones livery.
Yeah.
I don't know if that whole put
No,
in your
listen.
heart.
I have to put this in. Now that you mentioned Indiana Jones, there's a scene where Indiana Jones is meeting a bad guy. Now this bad guy does all this style mingi. The nunchucks and all that. Jones is like, now it's what's his name? Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford is just like, and he's dead. Get it?
Yeah, I do.
Get it?
No.
Anyway, let's close the show, man.
McLaren are the big known.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this because now they have proven that car works on all configurations of a circuit. Low downforce, medium downforce, high downforce
But-
circuits. Yeah.
Don't want to put this in there, but one of the configurations has had to be pulled back because of the whole flexi,
The wing?
the wing thing
Yeah.
going on.
So the wing,
That's why my money is on Max in Las Vegas because we know that wing isn't flexing there. You know they have very long straights.
yeah.
Okay. Continue.
it could. Well, it's a race at night, and you know at night when the temps are cold, the air is denser. I don't know. So maybe
They don't
Bruh,
have
the
flex.
cars will be draggy, but if your wing is flexing,
That's such a neat pick. Like, that's such a specific thing.
but
of
bro,
you to say.
we have said this is a sport where
Of
fine
marginal,
margins.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that could be a factor. Anyway, I'm putting my money on McLaren because they are the big known. As much as I don't want them to gain more points, but I'm seeing them getting like maximum points this sprint weekend.
Maximum points.
Yeah, that car is aerodynamically efficient, as in they can put in
Aerodynamically acute. God
They can-
damn it.
put much downforce or more downforce without making the car draggy as hell. Yes, they had the car flexi thing and FIA clamped down a bit on that. But even removing that
After external
that car-
pressures.
yeah, but even removing that car is still on
Yeah,
point.
they're still fast.
Maybe they might set up their car for that straight, or maybe they might set up their car for the twisty bits. The other big known that we know about McLaren is how kind it is on its tires, and I think this will be a huge advantage for them at COTA. COTA has been a track that usually choose tires with the resurfacing. Yeah, with the resurfacing bit, it's a spanner in the works. But if your car already knows how to take care of its tires in on an unknown track, then
I only know one car that has actually figured how to take care of its tires. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about Red Bull, to be honest. They're bringing a significant update. Yes, the RB20 is not a shitty car, first of all. But at this point in time, they are not as fast as the Ferraris. They're also not as fast as the Mercedes. As in, you can hardly say that the last 5 races, the RB20 has been the second fastest car.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. And we're talking about Mercedes also bringing a significant update. And they are positive that this will translate into an upgrade. The Ferrari, we said Fred promised us a flexi wing. Or a wing, a front wing that's going to flex.
for a minute there, he said something I wanted to Indiana Jones him. You know?
What?
Talking about Red Bull aren't as fast. They're the 4th fastest car.
But they are, bro.
Results.
Max has been qualifying to P6, P7, P8. Come on. Yeah. Anyway.
Prediction. Tunataka kusikia prediction.
McLaren.
That's COTA.
Yes, COTA, yes.
McLaren being dominant.
Yes. Then P2, P3, P4, for me, that's an unknown, to be honest. I'd put Red Bull P4, but I'm being hopeful. And I'm sending positive energy into the universe. I hope that RB20 comes back
Asparagus.
swinging. Yes.
Continue.
I hope that RB20 comes swinging. Yeah. And that's my prediction. And Liam Lawson, I don't know where he's going to fit in. We haven't talked about Liam Lawson, but
we actually talked about them. The episode just didn't materialize. We had some technical
difficulties. It will be interesting to see where he's going to stack up against Yuki. Horner has said he'll be serving an engine penalty. So we're not expecting him to be like
anyway in contention.
Yes,
finishing
but
the
still,
points,
I'd like to see where he's going.
We listen. For the motoring enthusiasts or for the racing enthusiasts, we'll just look at his times and we'll look at his time charts and how he does, and we're like, is he an upgrade to Ricardo, or is he just somebody Ricardo? They just wanted to get rid of Ricardo.
Yeah. So long story short, apart from McLaren, 2, 3, 4, that's a bit vague for me. It's not really clear for me. The other thing which I'll also be keen to look at is Hamilton's last race with Mercedes at COTA.
At COTA, at a track he knows well.
Yes. Yeah. So let's see how it goes for him.
I'm calling for last win for Hamilton in a Mercedes.
I know. Listen.
That already happened, man.
Okay. It happens in COTA.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll let you shine. I don't have any last remarks, like I've said, but my prediction for the end of the season is Charles Leclerc could still get it, and I'm still hopeful Charles Leclerc will get it.
Say it with your chest.
My chest.
Yes.
You want me to say my chest? Nah, I still think the WDC, the World Drivers' Championship, is up for grabs. Because it feels awkward, but I listen. I'm still hopeful Charles Leclerc can still do it. I really want him to do it. I don't know what will happen. Yeah, and with that, we're calling things to a close, and catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you disagreed with us on anything. Engage with us. We need your engagements. Also, if you guys want to join our WhatsApp group, please contact us on any form of social media that we're present on, and ask for the link. We'll send it to you. We need your discussions. Spaces every Thursday. Come participate with us. Yeah. If you don't have a space, no, we have nothing to talk about. But mostly we have a space and we have things to talk about. Yeah,
baby.
Catch you on the next one. Peace. I've been your host, AS the Trouble Man himself. Oshiri.
Done.
Let's trouble some. For those asking, because I know some guys will have caught.
No, we are done.